Number 3 on the list of the 12 best tourist sites in Rome is the Palatine Hill. Please support me by liking, sharing this video, and following this page. Rising gently above the Roman Forum, the Palatine Hill is where Rome was born and where emperors later chose to live. From humble huts to golden palaces, the hill tells the full story of Rome in one place. Roman tradition places the very beginning of Rome on the Palatine. After being abandoned on the Tiber, the twins Romulus and Remus were rescued by a she-wolf and raised nearby. When they grew up, they chose the Palatine Hill to found a city in 753 BC. Romulus marked the sacred boundary of Rome here. When Remus mockingly leapt over it, Romulus killed him, an act that set the tone for Roman history. Law, order, and bloodshed at the city's birth. The Palatine thus became Rome's sacred birthplace. Archaeology confirms the legend's setting. Excavations on the Palatine have revealed Iron Age huts from the 8th century BC, simple dwellings of wood, clay, and straw. One was preserved as the Casa Romuli, the House of Romulus, carefully maintained by later Romans as a holy relic of their past. Rome began not as an empire, but as a village of shepherds. As Rome grew into a republic, the Palatine became the most desirable address in the city. Elite families built luxurious townhouses overlooking the Forum and Circus Maximus. Living on the Palatine meant ancient lineage, political power, moral authority. To live here was to live above Rome, both physically and socially. Everything changed with Augustus, Rome's first emperor. He was born on the Palatine and chose to live there as ruler, not in a palace, but in a modest house, carefully crafted to appear traditional and restrained. Besides it, however, he built the Temple of Apollo Palatinus, linking himself directly to the gods. From this moment on, the Palatine was no longer just elite, it was imperial. The word Palladium, palace, comes from this hill. Later emperors abandoned modesty. Tiberius expanded the imperial residence. Caligula extended it toward the Forum. Domitian built a vast complex, the Domus Flavia and Domus Augustana, with throne rooms, courtyards, fountains, and private gardens. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire, the palaces fell into ruin. Stone was reused. Gardens overtook marble halls. In the Renaissance, noble families, especially the Farnese, turned the hill into terrace gardens. In the modern era, archaeology peeled back the layers. What remains is a landscape of memory. The Palatine became a city within a city, overlooking the Forum on one side and the Circus Maximus on the other. From here, emperors ruled the known world. The Palatine Hill embodies Rome's entire journey. Birthplace of myth, home of kings, seat of emperors, ruin of power. To walk the Palatine is to walk through Rome's origin, dominance, and decay all in one place. Number 2 on the list of the 12 best tourist sites in Rome is the Roman Forum. Please support me by liking, sharing this video, and following this page. Before Rome was an empire, before it was even a city, there was a marshy valley lying between the Palatine and Capitoline hills. Cattle grazed there. Water pooled there. No one imagined it would become the most important public space in the ancient world. This valley would become the Roman Forum, Forum Romanum, the stage on which Rome lived its public life. Rome's early kings drained the marsh using a massive sewer, the Cloaca Maxima, one of the greatest engineering feats of early Rome. The dry ground became a marketplace, a meeting place, and a crossroads. Temples, shrines, and public buildings slowly appeared. The Forum was not planned, it grew organically, just like Rome itself. Under the kings, the Forum took on sacred importance. The Regia, residence of Rome's high priest. The Temple of Vesta, where the sacred fire burned. The Comitium, where citizens gathered to vote. When the monarchy fell, and the Republic was born, 509 BC, the Forum became the center of political freedom. Here, magistrates governed, laws were proclaimed, and justice was carried out. By the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC, the Forum was a crowded, noisy, and vibrant place. Powerful families competed by building. Basilicas for courts and business. Grand temples to honor victories. Monuments celebrating ancestors. From the rostra, speakers addressed the people, voices rising above the crowd. Triumphs passed through the Forum, while criminals were executed nearby. This was Rome's public soul. Argument, ambition, religion, and spectacle intertwined. In the 1st century BC, the Forum became a battleground of politics. Julius Caesar reshaped it physically and politically. He rebuilt the rostra, added the Temple of Caesar after his assassination, shifted the forum's layout toward imperial order. After Caesar's funeral, where his body was burned in the forum itself, the Republic was effectively dead. Under the emperors, the forum became more monumental, but less democratic. Augustus restored temples and claimed to revive tradition. Later emperors added the Temple of Vespasian and Titus, the Arch of Septimius Severus, vast marble pavements and colonnades. The forum was now a ceremonial space, a showcase of imperial power rather than a place of debate. As Christianity spread and imperial power weakened, the forum lost its central role. By the early Middle Ages, it was called the Campo Vaccino, the cow field. Churches rose among the ruins. Columns collapsed. The memory of what once stood there faded. Rome moved on, but the stones remained. From the Renaissance onward, scholars and archaeologists have uncovered the forum layer by layer, revealing temples, basilicas, and roads that were buried beneath centuries of earth. Today, the Roman Forum is not just ruins, it is Rome's autobiography in stone. The Forum tells the entire Roman story. Birth from chaos, growth through conflict, power through ambition, decline through change. Every step through it crosses centuries. To stand in the Forum is to stand where Rome spoke, ruled, worshipped,